Well, you requested it a little while back. Some of you even dared me to check out this music creator, and today we are looking at Corpse Husband, my friends. Let's get into it. Welcome back, friends, and a special welcome to all the new friends out there. I'm YoBGS, radio DJ by day, and actually a Twitch streamer kind of by night. In fact, as you're seeing this, I'm live right now on my Twitch, twitch.tv/YoBGS. You can come by, you can talk about music, talk about whatever's on your mind, or if you don't like this video, stop by and tell me you don't like it. But today, I'm looking at one of my most requested artists for a radio DJ React series, and that is Corpse. Corpse Husband, you know him, you've heard the voice, you love the voice, and actually some of you dared me to react to these songs, so I'm excited to go for a two-pack today. We've got Agoraphobic and EGirls Are Ruining My Life, and I'm interested to hear this music because I feel like, having done some research into Corpse, who he is, what he's been dealing with, he's got a lot, that he carries with him on a daily basis. If he puts that into his music, my friends, it is going to be unbelievable. And I say that because you watch any stream with him, and the second he comes in, everyone's like, talk, say something. Imagine if everywhere you went, everyone you talked to remarked on your voice. Like, it was all they could focus on, certainly for the first little bit of when they met you. I feel like that would start to make you feel some kind of way. So we're going to get into it. Agoraphobic is first, my friends. Let's check it out. All right, again, if this is your first time here, I'm a little bit different from some reaction channels out there, so I hope you enjoy me checking these songs out. Now, if you do, feel free to share it with someone else, because, again, they see a reaction channel, they immediately think a certain kind of way, and like I said, I like to think we're doing something different. So this is Agoraphobic by Corpse. I don't know what to expect. I'm pretty pumped up for it. All right. Admittedly, not what I was expecting. This is like lo-fi beats to Imposter 2. That's pretty much what we've got with this whole aesthetic going on right here. And by the way, I kind of dig that too. Usually when I'm not at work, like, I'm listening to vaporwave because, well, it's the farthest thing away from pop music. Quality intro here. This would actually be really nice for radio, by the way, because when you got like a 26-second intro, that's when you hear people being like, hey, we're on WMA, you're listening to the greatest hits of the day, and coming up, we've got, like, Harry Styles, Golden, I think, has like a 28-second intro, so this is pretty good, but I think I heard him, so we're going to get into it now.
Hey.
Hello.
Cause I can't do shit right, I can't learn my lesson. I can't do shit right, take antidepressants.
Oh, man. All right. So I wasn't expecting like a smoother, again, obviously with the intro, I wasn't expecting rap. I definitely wasn't expecting the flow, and it's already coming off to me as, it's passionate. I know that. Like I said, I listened to a little bit about his life and some of the things he's going through, so, oh man, you already, like, you feel it right away.
Welfare robbed my adolescence. My friends probably hate me, can't answer a message. Filled with anxiety, always be hiding me. Feeling inadequate's always what's driving me. Not a role model, that's not what I strive to be.
By the way, that is kind of why, again, with E-Girls Are Ruining My Life, I wasn't planning to do this on can these songs be on the radio, because that's not what Corpse wants. That's not what Corpse is going for, clearly here. And, It's brutal because it talks about a guy who is in the middle of this incredible rise to fame, right? He's got, I think, like 10 million followers just across his YouTube channels. You didn't take into account TikTok, Instagram, all those kinds of things. Like, I think his, didn't he get OnlyHands trending at one point? And imagine that, right? Like, it's almost like you're locked in. You're trapped in a box because you are now taking over the world, for lack of a better term. And meanwhile, you can't message someone in your Discord to ask them about a piece of art because it's talking to a stranger, man. You can't, for someone like him, for someone like Dream, you go out to the grocery store, especially for Corpse. You go out to the grocery store, someone asks you how your day's going, you almost have to whisper because they recognize your voice. I honestly believe, like, the paparazzi would be trying to get his face out there. So what do you do? Like, how do you live? Anyway.
Can't go outside, I'm afraid they'd be finding me.
Exactly.
to know about my privacy, yeah. And they always asking questions about my face, can't relate. Fucking caught my own reflection, broke a mirror the other day. Got a lot of bad shit that I'm taking to my grave. Got a fucking date with death on house arrest till trial date.
Man, it's, you shouldn't have to be, because what is Corpse? Corpse is 23, I think. You shouldn't have to be so young and carrying things that are so severe. Now, I know, like, I know with Corpse, you know, a lot of his I don't want to say struggles are internal, because that, like, trivializes it, but, like, a lot of what he's going through is physical, and then there's a mental side attached to it, too. But it's like, he's fighting wars, but you wouldn't know it to look at him. And that's what's gotta be, it's gotta be so impossible, because you don't want anyone to have to go through this, and to have the talent to be able to so adequately put all of this down on paper to where you feel every word. I say it when I talk about Technoblade a lot. You feel every single word that Corpse is saying in this, and it's just like it's raw, and you want those type of talents to be able to be. You don't want them to have to be in pain.
So I grab the red wine on rainy days and then I pour it, cause I'll age another fucking 1,000 days before I know it, yeah.
That's only 3 years. I'm just saying. You won't. 26, you're gonna feel old, but you're not that old.
I spend them all inside, waste my time while I'm scrolling, but I love when it rains, cause I'm agoraphobic.
Oh, I love that line. That's such a good line. That's so good. Cause you feel that, right? Dude, if you ever had a rainy day and took solace in the fact that it was raining, so you don't have to run errands, you don't have to go anywhere, you don't have to see anybody, you just get to be yourself, man. You just get to be inside, wear your sweats, be comfy, and do you. Well, as comfortable as you can be, I guess. You get a second verse here? There's not really been a chorus either. There's a hook, but not a chorus. Sorry, I'm drumming on my chair.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
Oh.
Not okay.
Oh. Right. Can somebody give Corpse a hug, man? It reminds me of, all right, you're gonna think this is a joke. But it reminds me of like that Rick and Morty song where Rick becomes a teenager and he's singing that, like, let me out, this isn't a dance, I'm begging for help, I'm screaming for help. But what do you do, man? What do you do? Because then, like, when he's playing, Among Us, when he's hanging out with his friends, that's when he's happy. And you don't want to take those moments and make them all about him, especially because, like, the stream I listened to, some of his comments, he's talking about, like, don't donate to me because things are bad, So I don't know, man. I have a degree in psychology and I can't figure this out.
Okay.
It's a good song though, man.
I'm not okay. What's the point? I'm not okay.
It's such a good song because you feel all of the words, and I know he mentioned in a song that he's gonna take some time to focus on his music. At least that's what he's thinking about doing. And if this is the kind of stuff he's going to put out, focus away, my friend. Make as many songs as you want. Not that you need my permission, but my goodness, that would be incredible. All right, so what I've got here is I've got the Blissful Mind lyric video for EGirls Are Ruining My Life. It didn't look like, I pulled up EGirls Are Ruining My Life. I clicked in the middle. It didn't look like there was a music video for it. So I pulled up the lyric video just to kind of follow along here. And I don't know, is this the same vibe, I guess? Is this the same mentality of the first, where it's going to be kind of emotional, it's going to be kind of chill, kind of low-key? Because, again, I was expecting Rob Zombie, right? I was expecting Super Beast. That's the kind of stuff I was expecting. And that's coming from someone who likes that kind of stuff, So I thought maybe that's where we were going with it, and I've immediately been hit with the curveball, so now I don't know what's coming back on the second one. I know it's only like a minute and a half, though, so it's going to be impactful. That Corpse is like the fillet, right? The fillet is a smaller steak, but it's all good. Whereas you have, the porterhouse, the giant steaks, and there's a bone, that you got to leave behind. There's other pieces you got to leave behind. You don't get the full thing. But with Corpse, I mean, you get it. He's not leaving anything. He's not leaving anything on the table. All right, so let's go. Second song, EGirls Are Ruining My Life, featuring Savage Gap. Again, this is the Blissful Mind lyric video.
Choke me like you hate me, but
Dude, I got again. I got again. All right, this is more what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting to have to feel so much, but that I'm very about. Again, you know, language is going to be whatever, but that is more what I was expecting. And I break my thing again. All right, let's go.
love me low-key, wanna date me when you fuck me, touch me with the lights off and my chains on. Baby, I'm not the right one, you should wait up.
So does he do like a character? Is this similar to the way that like he's A-way on stream and he's A-way in a music? But then again, if he's only got 7 songs, I guess his identity isn't quite formed at this point, at least not musically.
She a freak, little bad hoe. Gasper told me kill it, I said let me grab my death note.
Yo, bro, you like anime?
Like a lie.
That's a sick reference, and I get it.
So saying that she know me, I don't even know I had though. Ain't no daddy issues that I won't even bother. She said I kill a cat like I'm Luca Magnotta. Real bad
I mean-
bitch, pussy bums and Tommy.
Dude, I'm trying to not. You guys know how I feel about language. I'm trying not to be like visibly uncomfortable here. Now, I'm not going to be repeating any of those. Part of me wants to replace the bad words with Waluigi screams, but I feel like that wouldn't be very faithful to Corpse. So I'm gonna leave them in. You got to leave the artist's vision. I don't need the mental image of Saitama in that whole situation. I feel like when it comes to anime characters, there are probably worse. That could be that you probably don't want Perfect Cell down there. You probably don't want Vegeta down there. That would probably be a little bit of a bad situation. But woo! Again, though, it's that same vibe, right? It's emotion, and that's why people listen to this. You know, I think everybody thinks, oh, Corpse, deep voice, haha, that's really funny. But you listen to the words, you listen to the emotion, like he's putting. It's coming from a place. Like you can't just write this on a day that you're eating donuts and drinking coffee and, you know, watching One Punch Man. You have to be in a place, you have to feel a thing, and you have to be able to convey that. So I can give him props for it.
Bitch, I feel like I'm Gara. Girl, you fucking with a wrong one. Fuck his team, fuck your clique, bitch, I'm on one. Fuck your stream, fuck your clip, you ain't saw one. Got your bitch on my dick like she want one.
We gonna get a chorus here? We gonna get another hook, another verse? What do we got here? Other than a bip and a bop and a banger, that's what we've got here.
Look, and she got death, no dead song, split dot, chain code. Think I fell in love when she said grab me by the neck, no.
All right, so Savage Gasp. Is Savage Gasp another individual with a very deep voice, or is this sort of processing related? It's interesting because this style of music complements his voice in a way that, like, you would expect this beat to have this voice, and allowing him to almost blend in a little bit, where Agoraphobic is a little bit different because his voice contrasts so much with the style that it sets them both off and it makes them both better. Both are viable, obviously. They're both incredibly successful songs, but your mood, like, where do you go? Which do you want? And you can want them both at different times, and it's perfectly okay, but it's emotion, man. It's raw, and I'm about it. I like, because, again, as somebody who listens to a lot of pop music, someone who listens to a lot of top 40, I know I'm kind of ranting in the middle of the song here, but as someone who listens to a lot of that, I get the filtered, I get the reduced, I get the edit, the radio friendly a lot of times. So to find people who are just getting after it, and not just bragging, right? You know, not just I've got so much money, check out what I've got with all my money. It's good. Like I'm a gasp here.
Man, I swear to God, girls finna fuck up my life. That wing fly like the moon in the sky. She just looking through my soul with them Shinigami eyes. Coke in my nose and a blade on her thigh. Man, I think this girl is really eyes. It's the pumpkin patch king with the corpse with the ring. And she fucked my best friend if I die here today.
You know what? This has got a, your 9 Inch Nails, Closer. That got a lot of radio play, even though it's, I want to, like, you know what I'm talking about. Look up the song if you haven't heard it. But that song got a lot of radio play. So I am going to bring this full circle, and I am going to say it's not entirely impossible that a song like this, well, I was going to say could get mainstream publicity, but it's already mainstream. It's already mainstream. He doesn't need the radio. Let's be honest here. Like, right? Like, who are we kidding? But this could ascend to another level if alternative were in that zone, right? But this is the kind of music, this is the kind of song that brings those genres back or retools them in a way that makes them better, I think. Because if you look at the lyrics, right, you're here, you probably like anime, you know BTS, you know Dynamite. The lyrics to Dynamite are nonsensical if you look them up. They're just English phrases and cliches like strung together. So the fact that the lyrics here aren't exactly the most profound, like again, two sides of the spectrum, Agoraphobic and EGirls Are Ruining My Life. Like they're on opposite sides of the spectrum, but it conveys its tone like so well. You know what I think this is? I think I've figured out what this is. You ever play Doki Doki Literature Club, my friends? You ever play Doki Doki Literature Club? Because in Doki Doki Literature Club, there is a scene where a character writes a poem that is, well, it's obscured because there's a lot going on in that individual's life right now. But I'm hearing this song and I'm like, I think this is the poem that Yuri wrote. It's just you can't tell because it's all obscured in the game. But like serious Yuri vibe. Okay, so that right there, my friends, is Corpse husband. That is Agoraphobic, and that is EGirls Are Ruining My Life. So again, as a radio personality, what do I think about this? Let me tell you. I mean, it should be obvious from my reactions. They are phenomenal. I hope Corpse can make music. I hope that, health-wise, all that stuff, he is in a position for a long time to make a lot of music. I hope that he continues to get his thoughts on paper. I hope the pen, the pad, the keyboard, the voice memo, whatever he uses to react or to write down, gather his thoughts for his songs, I hope that is around for a long time, because this is or could be a genre-defining artist, I think. I don't know, because you have to believe something. If somebody wants to get into music or start making music, you gotta believe them. You gotta believe what they are bringing. And somehow, in both sides of the spectrum, you believe Corpse. It's amazing. And it's why I put it in the title. It's why he is more than the voice, because the voice, I said this earlier, his voice is his instrument, and he's got one of the best ones, and he knows how to play it. He knows how to use it. So if you want to come by, you want to talk about music, my friends, you want to hang out, you want to talk about anime, I'm live on my Twitch right now, twitch.tv/YoBGS. I'm playing a bunch of different games right now. Actually, no. I'm live on my Twitch, twitch.tv/YoBGS. I'm going to be playing Minecraft today, hanging out, actually listening to music on stream, so I hope to see you there. Take care, my friends, and as always, I will see you for the Salty Runback.